Hi, I'm Erin from the Bellevue Arts Museum in front of Andy Arkley's Chroma Motion installation. Today we're going to be making Sidewalk chalk from home. So we'll be making it with plaster of Paris that you can pick up at your local craft or hardware store, some water and tempera paint, and then some materials that you can find around your house like an ice cube tray or little plastic knives or something to just stir things around with. So how we'll be making this is with, and some measuring cups. So we'll be using 1 cup of plaster of Paris. It's kind of like the texture of flour. You just want to smooth it out, just kind of like you would with flour. And I have it in a Tupperware container that we've recycled, and it's kind of messy with paint, and we use it for a lot of different things. So I would definitely use something that you're not overly attached to, but is large and can get a little messy. And then you'll want to use 3/4 cup of water. So I'll pour this in here and give it a good old stir. And you want to make sure it's all nice and smooth. It might take a couple, but it's kind of like a cool science experiment. It can get a little clumpy, and you'll just want to make sure to get all of those clumps out. When you're doing it at home, you might see that it looks like kind of like gases coming off of this mixture. There's definitely parts at the bottom that get even more like clumped at the bottom, so definitely make sure you're like scraping and continually stirring to make sure that you get all of the plaster of Paris mixed into the water. I think mine's fairly liquidy and mixed in. So I'm going to pour it, this mixture into some plastic cups, just so I can really see how my colors mix together. But then I'll pour it into the ice tray to fully form. It's relatively even. If you could see, there was like some chunks that came off of. I don't know about you guys, but one of my favorite things to do in the summertime when it's a nice sunny day is go out and make some chalk art. So hopefully this will be perfect for you. All right. I'm going to start by, I'm going to use that. Okay. Oh, one lesson, to make sure that you rinse out your container immediately after you make your plaster of Paris, because it will end up like a sticky situation, very cemented in there. Just a lesson to be had. So what we're going to do is make our primary colors first. Our primary colors are blue, and so we'll get this all nice and mixed up. You don't want to add too much paint because it will take longer, and as we're doing this, the mixture is wanting to dry, so we want to be as fast as we can. Personally, I want to make a pink color, so I'm only going to add a little bit of red at first, and then add some more. So since I made this pretty cool pink color, I'm going to pour a little bit into my ice cube tray. It's definitely one of those messy kind of crafts. Okay, I think my blue is looking pretty good, so I'm going to pour that one into my tray. Get some more red in here. All right, got it. Ooh, a nice red going. Okay, start my yellow. Maybe just a little bit more yellow. Just because I want it to be a little bit brighter. Okay, and I'm going to pour this yellow in. Okay, so we got our primary colors of red, yellow, and blue all made. So now we're going to make our secondary colors. So, what should I start with first? Well, what would red and yellow make? Orange. So we will put in a little bit of red into our ice cube tray and a little bit of yellow. And then give it a good little stir. You can see the colors kind of mixing together. I think I need a little bit more yellow. It was a little bit more peach colored than it was orange. Okay, and now I think I'll make green with some blue and yellow. This one, since I have some extra, I can pour into, let me grab a new one, actually. It makes such a cool green. It's like a mint or a sage. See if that's enough to fill. Okay, cool. I think that just about worked. What other secondary color do we need to make? Oh, purple. So we'll need to use blue and red. It's starting to solidify, so I need to stir it a little bit. Sometimes with mixing some dark colors together, like red and blue, if you add too much, it can overpower one another. So you kind of have to add them a little bit more slowly. Wonderful. Now we've got the purple. I have so many leftover colors. I wonder what will happen if I mix them together. Let's get these out of the way so we can see. Seems to be we've made a brown. Well, we'll see what happens when it dries. Okay. So now we'll put this in a place that it can dry and not be moved around for maybe at least a day, maybe give it 2 days so it's like nice and hard, and then we'll just crack them out like ice cubes. And this is what they will look like when they are all done, but then you can go out and draw and make some art on the sidewalk.